Hey people, it's me, Lila, Gma Rides, back again. Well, retrospectively. I was out doing something interesting a while back, and I thought you'd like to come along. A couple years ago, on my way riding home from Forgotten Angels, I happened to cross the Talamina National Scenic Byway. It's one of the Harley-Davidson challenge spots on the 50 states thing. And if you're participating in this challenge, maybe you're as confused as I was. Hopefully not, because the photo spot, I never did find it. I eventually just took a picture and sent it to Harley, and they accepted it. But anyway, if you're coming into the Talamina National Byway from the east, you'll probably begin at the junction of 271 and Oklahoma State Highway 1. Some of the gateway cities include Talahina from the east and some other little towns it's hard to pronounce, being Pota and Wilburton, that's an easy one, from the northeast. Yeah, 36 of the 54 drivable miles on this route are located in Oklahoma, and you wind up in Mina, Arkansas. Man, I can't talk today. The scenic drive is displayed as Oklahoma 1 in Oklahoma and AR 88 in Arkansas. So without stopping, it'd take an hour and 10 minutes. Or you can stretch it out for the better part of a day if you stop and looky-loo a bit, which I did. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did definitely have a few speed breaks in the middle, but there's some nice vistas to look off of and some places to stop. I don't know why every scenic route has to have a dead man vista. Have you ever noticed that? I know, right? The closest gas station, though, was the west entrance. It was located in Talahina, about a 10-minute drive off of where you're at. And so make sure that you keep an eye on your gas tank if you're riding this. I definitely did, because the Dyna sucks gas like a fat kid drinking Kool-Aid. For those of you who like to do the restaurant thing, there's a lot of restaurants. And that's not really my jam. So really, I pretty much made do with gas station stops and grabbing meals in that fashion. Although I did get a kick out of the fact that in Talahina there's a place called Twister's Cafe, formerly known as Pam's Hateful Hussy Diner. I would have stopped there just for a sticker if they were still going as a Hateful Hussy. I thought that would be fun. But no. So yeah, I did get several pictures, and I think they're somewhere hiding in my Google Drive. So if I can find them, I'll drop those at the end of this video too. But yeah, look at this scenery. Well, I mean, I was using my 7 to shoot this video, and I don't think that GoPros do a very bad job at taking pictures. They take great pictures and video, but nothing is as good as the real thing. So if you are thinking about it, go do this ride. You will not regret it. I had a great time here. But eventually, I did make my way out of here into the little town of Mina. And I told you, remember, that that's at the other end of it. And I was looking through town, and it was some sort of an event that weekend locally. And so there was not a lot of motels. Things were pretty thin on the ground. I was going to have to push on, but I did find one room at the Ozark Inn. It's not a bad little place. I think it's like a 2-star motel, but they don't have a restaurant close to hand, and that's no big deal for me, as you know. I had enough food in my saddlebags to make do for the night. And the other people that were staying there were fun too, and they invited me to come play poker with them, and I was like, I don't think so, but thank you anyway. It's a pretty sociable little town, and they seem to be quite friendly with motorcycle riders, which is probably a good thing, because I'm sure they see a lot of us down there. But anyway, here comes my unsolicited commercial. If you haven't done so yet, please would you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified when I create new content and post it, and give me a thumbs up or a like, and leave me a comment. Have you been here before? Are you planning on it? Let me know, okay? And in the meantime, enjoy the music. Okay, so I guess some other things that you might want to know about the Talamina National Scenic Byway. The picturesque route that spans approximately 54 miles, as I've already told you, is they go through the Ouachita Mountains, Ouachita. I probably butchered that, didn't I? There is, like I said, a lot of scenic views. There's some recreational opportunities. You can hike. I didn't. You could camp. I did not. You could view wildlife. I saw a little bit, but not a lot of that. You can also hang around and watch for foliage changing colors. I didn't do that either. There's a lot of cultural sites and some historical markers, which I saw on the flyby, but I didn't stop and read those either. There's a place called Queen Wilhelmina State Park, and I think I did roll through there. And I had some unfortunate video of me being confused, so I decided you guys didn't need to see that part. Wasn't that nice of me? Anyway, my information says that spring and fall are best for the weather and scenery. And I don't know, but at some point I'm sure I'll be back again in an off season, and so I'll give you my comparative view. I know that Stacy from Ride to Food has done some videos in this area, and well, pretty much everybody says it's a must-see site. So between that and Harley Davidson sending me that way, I did have a pretty good time up here this day. And when I rolled into Mina, I was definitely enjoying a day well spent. I think this was like 21 days into my cross-country solo road trip. And I'm going back and doing this again. I don't know that I'm going to linger this long in Mina next time, but I am heading out for Forgotten Angels in a couple of weeks here. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. I will be updating people on Facebook and probably YouTube Shorts and maybe Instagram. I don't know. It all depends on how tired I am at night. Again, I'll be traveling solo, so don't expect a lot of information about where I'm at and when I'm at. And, it's one of those things, if you know, you know. We're getting to the end of this video in a couple of minutes, so let me go ahead and throw that in here about, if you haven't done so yet, please leave me a like, and maybe you could share this video for me. That would help me a lot with the YouTube algorithm, okay? Okay. I generally put out videos about my cross-country travels or things I do here in my hometown of Tacoma, Washington. I also like to create books to document my journey, my travels in. Sorry about that. I'm a little tongue-tied today. I'm just trying to do a voiceover for this because the audio on it was not very good. I was using an old microphone, and it was wired, and I think the wire was shorting out. So thus we have a voiceover. But yeah, so if you guys are going to go into this area, I strongly encourage, if you're going to be on a bike, write down your route so you don't get lost, because cell service can be pretty spotty up here. And it's good to prepare ahead for these kinds of things. Anyhow, we are, like I said, coming to the end of this. So I'm going to sign out now, and I hope you've enjoyed this. And I hope you hang out, and next time you will be looking for another video from me, okay? Okay. So yeah, here we go. Oh, okay, well, we're not done yet, apparently. No, really, about another minute. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. All those things. And share with your friends. Share with your enemies. That'll get even with them for those things they did. Okay, talk to you soon. Maybe I'll see you at Forgotten Angels, okay? Hope so. I'm bringing stickers. I'll be in the kitchen, okay? Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I put these pictures on the end. This is like a little train station in Mina, and they had this really cute little old restored car sitting there. And this is where the photo op was supposed to be, according to Harley. Yeah, I know, right? But the sign was stolen.